Okay, everyone, so a quick one. I need to remind you that we've told you that there are 3 different Egypts. We've shown you in previous videos. The thing about countries and names is that every time somebody conquers a country, they change the name. In regards to modern day Egypt, it was called Kemet. Regardless of what you say, it's in Africa. Now, what I also want to say is that Italy was also part of Libya. If you have not read the Mask of Blackness, in the previous videos I showed you that Queen Anne had written for her by Ben Jonson, which is where she clearly states that the Egyptians were black. Then read that, because actually there was so much information in there, just in general. Here's the thing, what she says is she mentions the N-word, the Nigers, but what she says about them is they were what you would now call the Sahara Desert. So, a lot of people say there was a civilization there. It was them, and that's where they were. And what you have to understand is the Moors who were from Spain, or, the country, well, when they were exiled, a lot of them were sent to Northern Africa. So when you hear Northern Africa, it doesn't necessarily mean that the people are from there. They could have been from England, they could have been from Europe.
Italy, then the entire Mediterranean basin.
The thing about the things that we think is due to the whole race thing. But one thing I didn't put to you is that what Queen Anne says in her book, she says that it's not about, she says clearly, complexion. She said it's about beauty. And then she changes the statues from what they are to previous statues of the Egyptians. She says because of their looks. Because in all honesty, Queen Anne, if you look at her and if you understand why you're black and why you're white, it's melanin. And if we're going to get technical, Queen Anne had pheomelanin, or what you would call is oculocutaneous, and so there is no black and there is no white. So when we're arguing about whether black people live somewhere or white people live somewhere, it does have its context, but there is no black or white. And we can speak about all the things in between and the sulfur, and somebody came to Earth, and that's why there's this issue in the genes, and it's seen as a genetic, From the book, The Mask of Blackness. But what's the end of thy Herculean labours, extending to these calm and blessed shores, to do a kind and careful father's part in satisfying every pensive heart of these my daughters, my most loved birth, who, though they were the first formed dames of earth, and in whose sparkling and refulgent eyes the glorious sun did still delight to rise, though he, the best judge and the most formal cause of all dames' beauties, in their firm hues draws signs of fervent love, and thereby shows that in their black the perfectest beauty grows, since the fixed colour of their curled hair, which is the highest grace of dames most fair, no cares, no age can change or there display the fearful tincture of abhorred grey, since death herself being pale and blue, can never alter their most faithful hue, all which are arguments to prove how far their beauties conquer in great beauty's war, and more, how near divinity they be, that stand from passion or decay so free.